Hare Vitala, how are you all? Today we are going to hear about Panduranga devotees. As I have always said, where do we get such information about those devotees? They have lived in Maharashtra in the year from 1200 AD till of course until today. How do we know about the devotees who lived between 1200 to 1400 AD? Through Abhang. What are Abhangs? In Tamil, we say Abhangam in singular, Abhangangal in plural. The general meaning of Abhang is without interruption or ending. Here, Abhang indicates a form of devotional singing, mostly sung in Marathi language, in praise of Lord Vitala. Many references are available in Abhangs, like the birth of devotees with year and month, their lifestyle, their devotion, grace of Vitalan, attaining some of the contemporaries. A number of devotees have lived in this era. It can be said Namadevar was the mentor who sang this type of Abhang, which talks about Prema Bhakti. He has sung about his relationship with Vitala in his Abhang. It is believed he lived for 80 years from 1240 to 1320 AD. Okay, let's see more about him. Uttavar was a minister in Lord Krishna's court. Apart from that, he was Krishna's relative, a friend and a staunch devotee. Once he went to Vrindavan to see Gopikas and learnt Prema Bhakti from them. What is Prema Bhakti? When you do Nama Sankirtanam, that is singing praising the Lord Vishnu, you have the experience of soul melting and forgetfulness of self. Such people never require or pray for worldly happiness. The same Uttavar was born as Prahalad in Narsimha Avatar, Angada in Rama Avatar. But he was not satisfied and he wanted to show more Prema Bhakti towards Krishna. The Krishna avatar ended and Krishna went back to his abode. Kali Yuga started. In the Kali Yuga, man began to drift away from his dharma life. Lord Krishna wanted to send two people to go to earth to spread Prema Bhakti and show the people the easiest way of attaining salvation, that is moksha. He sent two persons. One was Uttavar and the other was Sukabrahmam. Both were students of Devaguru Brihaspati. So Uttavar incarnated on earth as Namadevar on the banks of river Chandrabaha. The old name of Chandrabaha river was Bhima river. Sukabrahmam incarnated on earth as Kapirdas on the banks of river Ganga. Near Pandaripuram, there was a village called Narsi. A tailor named Tamshet lived there with his wife Gunabai and a little daughter. The whole family prayed Pandurangan and all of them were supreme Krishna devotees. Though they had a daughter, Gunai. Gunabai is also mentioned as Gunai. So we know that we called Parthasarathi as Pacha, right? So Gunai wanted to have a male child. She prayed to Vittalan. But Damshet was a person with Prema Bhakti and accepted what was destined to him, never asked anything to God. Krishna decided to choose this family. Meanwhile, Damshet decided to shift the family from Narsi to Pandarpur. Pandarpur was a big town compared to Narsi village. They could go to the temple every day. His income would also increase to run the family. This was the reason. One day, Tamshet, as usual, went to Chandrabaha river to take bath. He saw a child in a straw basket and the basket came near his legs. He immediately took the child and embraced with joy. He took the child home and there was no bound in Gunai's happiness. It was a male child. We do not get any information about the child's original name. As he was growing up, he was called Namadevar because he recited names of God with great devotion. Every day, Tamsheti used to go to the temple take prasadam from home to Vitala temple, offered to him, and then the whole family would eat. One day, Tamshid had to go somewhere. He asked Namadeva to go and offer the food to Vitala. Vitala knew his father used to offer, but while offering prasad, the father would ask him to go out, as that is the way to offer. But now Namadeva went inside the temple and offered the food. Vitala did not come. He was 6 years old child. He was repeatedly calling Vitala, but to no avail. He was telling Vitala, Vitala, come fast. My mother will be waiting for me, and my father will get upset if you don't eat. No use. Then the boy says, Vitala, if you don't come now, I'll bang my head on a stone. Still nothing. Then, when the boy was about to start hitting his head on a nearby stone, Vitala stopped him. Both of them shared the prasad, and Vitala himself was feeding the food to Namadeva. The boy happily returned home, and Gunai was waiting anxiously. Seeing the empty vessel, she asked the son. The son was so happy to explain what all had happened. Now Gunai was not worried about the food, but assumed that the son had started lying. She thought it was not good to lie. Lying had to be nipped in the bud. Tamshid came home and she reported to him. He too got worried about this habit of lying. He repeatedly inquired, and all the time the boy said the same. Such an innocent child, what would he say but the truth? Next day, the father asked the boy to go to temple to offer. He followed him and hid behind a pillar. After much persuasion, Vitala came. Both shared food. Tamshid could not see Vitala. He could see the food disappearing from the vessel, his son's conversation, and son eating. Now the son requested Krishna, Vitala, my father is behind the pillar. I think he is unable to see you. Please show your darshan to him. Krishna now appeared to Tamshid, and there was no limit to Tamshid's happiness. He understood the greatness of his son. Now the whole Pandharpur got to know about this. They developed great respect for the family. The days moved on. After that incident, Namadeva started spending his time with Vitala. Both became close friends. All the songs that Namadeva sang are known as abhangs. At such a tender age, he decided to sing 1 crore abhangs. It became his main duty. At first, the parents were very happy to see his son's devotion. As he grew, they started worrying about him. He never thought of earning to run family. How were they going to get him married? Gunai was so much worried. But to whom would she go? Only to Vitala. She went to Vitala and asked him to give her her son. Vitala also advised Namadeva to go and get married. Namadeva first refused. He told Vitala, you know why you have sent me to this world. To fulfill that mission, I should not have any worldly duties. But Vitala said, your descendant too must continue your work. So get married. We know Namadeva never had any opinion of his own. So he agreed. But who would give bride for him with no earning? Let's see next week. Hare Vitala, Hare Krishna.